Dude, I'm not trying to kink shame you. All I'm saying is I'm not into feet like you are. Hey, welcome to the Brodega podcast. He is Tommy. I am Cole.
What's up, guys?
We are your hosts, and welcome to episode 3. On today's episode, we are going to do a couple shout-outs. We're going to talk about the new quarterback class for the NFL. We're going to rank our top 5 Call of Duties. And then we're going to put out some announcements at the end.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good episode for sure.
Yeah. I think we should just get right into it.
Yeah.
So, our alcohol of the episode is, drumroll please.
For you watching on YouTube, you already know because I didn't put mine on the ground.
Fucking idiot. The official drink of Kyle's Everywhere.
Kyle's and, was it Kayla's?
4 Loco. Because you know what? We didn't want to do anything today anyway.
Exactly. It's when you want to be fucked up but wide awake.
Yeah. One thing I didn't notice, I'm just now noticing, is this thing is fucking 12%. Yours is 14.
Mine's 14, dude. Jesus Christ.
It was like $2.50.
Yeah, this is like, it's $2.50. It was cheap. This is cheap to get fucked up on.
I know. That's
But,
probably not good.
You're gonna feel terrible.
Yeah.
What would you get?
I got peach.
I got electric lemonade.
Electric.
Loco electric lemonade.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got Loco Peach. Just Loco Peach. I guess mine's not electric. That's probably why the extra 2% is the electric.
So, thank you, listener Jasmine, for bringing us back to 2012 so we can get white girl wasted.
Yeah, I feel like I'm 15 again.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this thing. Cheers to you. Go. Let the tannins breathe.
Oh, that's terrible. It hurts my cheeks.
Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god.
Someone goes to the store, or someone sends their Kyle boyfriend in his monster hat.
Yeah.
To the store, like, hey, can you pick me up an electric lemon for the cook?
I'm really feeling like treating myself today. Give me a Loco Peach. Oh my god, this is fucking bad.
Oh, this is rough.
I will say though, like, just having another. Let me test something out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there it is. Every time I take a drink, I get this sudden urge to want to punch some drywall.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's bad. I don't remember it being that bad.
Yeah.
It's been like 12 years.
It's rough, dude. It's for sure rough.
Jesus.
I'm gonna take a big hit of this, get this started, get the flavor down, and then
Yeah.
move on.
You know what we need to do is we need to chase it. I never thought I would say that I need to chase a drink with hard liquor, but
Oh yeah.
it's always a first for something. And why not chase it with something special? Like Terramana Tequila. Our personal friend The Rock, new or fairly new tequila. And he actually did text me back.
Did he?
No.
Oh yeah, I think so.
No, he didn't. I think it's just a scheduling thing. He couldn't be ignoring me.
He's for sure like your best friend.
Yeah, like,
Well, my best friend.
I mean, I don't want to.
Friend.
I don't want to be soft. I'm just.
You're not acknowledging I'm your best friend. Whatever.
I never said. You said he was my best friend.
No.
You said that.
No. Then I just said that I'm your best friend.
Well, obviously, I'm doing a podcast with you. Now, if The Rock's like, let's do a podcast, I'm like, oh, you're out, dude.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, you're
But-
kicked to the curb,
But yeah, it's just kind of weird, man. I thought we were closer than that. Maybe I'm just being soft. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this on our show. But hey, man, just return my calls.
Yeah.
Just a friendly text. I know you're busy.
This might be our last episode with Terramana, man.
I don't know. Maybe he'll send us another. I need more Terramana, Dwayne. Let's get a little wash it down.
Yeah, wash down our 4 Locos with some
Terramana tequila.
Oh yeah. What's a baby shot, dude?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got bad eyesight for everybody who doesn't know me.
He has holes in his eyeballs.
Yep, holes.
Nice.
Is that better?
Better, yeah.
Okay.
You gonna stick with that? It's cute.
Well, this should be an interesting episode. I'll probably be slurring my words by the 20-minute mark. Well, hey, here's to washing down a Four Loko with some Terramana tequila.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, that's fantastic. I would drink that all the time on every show. You know, if someone from Terramana Tequila was there. Fantastic alcohol. All right. Well,
so the big thing we really want to get into is saying thank you to all you guys. We put out on all of our social media. We're trying to get to 50 listeners. We're already at, I think, 29.
Yep.
And we put it out there like, hey, help us out, like help us get to 50. For you guys don't know, when you get to 50 listeners on the program that we use for actually like distributing the podcast, that's when you kind of get like monetized, and then you can actually like, you can start, this podcast can start earning money type of thing like that. We're definitely not in it for that. We're just in it for you guys, stuff like that. But it is cool that, we put that out there. I was asking for help, and it was the next morning, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next morning we had 50 listeners, and it keeps growing. So it's really cool to see all the support we're getting. I know it's something we talked about for a long time, like you said, and it was just this is really cool to be like, hey, hey guys, let's get some more listeners out there.
Yeah, the love from everybody's been extraordinary. I know it's not like we've blown up or anything, but the fact that people are approaching me and saying, like, quoting the show, being like, hey, that was great. That feels great, one. And the other thing is just the fact that you take time to just annoy everybody's feet and put our podcast out there means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know I'm going to be forgetting some names, but I want to give a couple special shout outs to our friend Bobby. I got a couple James I know, so if your name's James and you shared the podcast, thank you for sharing. Our buddy Dan. Gotta obviously thank the parents for sharing.
Absolutely.
Right? Family members, thank you for sharing.
Yep.
And thanks to everybody that did share it. And if I'm forgetting your name, please don't take it personally. We really do appreciate the love.
Absolutely.
And I hope that we can bring more entertainment to more people and to you as well.
Yep. Sweet. So, we've been, so how I am as a person. You know my constant, everything I love to do. It's like I play video games, I like to be good at my job, I like to sell shit.
Yeah.
That is like my 3 hobbies.
People that don't know Tommy's big hobby, honestly, I met him a few years back, but the one consistent factor is you buy and sell shit and like flip shit, like anything, and it's amazing. And my running joke is that you do it for the love of the game. It's like, hey, I found a trailer. Let me weld it real quick and extra $500. You just do it for the love of the game. You're like Brett Favre. You won't retire.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I just, I really like, I was talking about, it's for a later story, but just how like I built the first PC and stuff like that, and how I looked at that. But man, dude, so I was doing this when I was back in California too. Not as much, definitely. But being down here in the South, dude, the guys, it's always like a range. It's the 20-year-olds, and then like that's about 50. The older dudes, I don't usually really interact with them much, but they're gonna shake your fucking hand so goddamn hard, dude. Like they're gonna like. It's like as if like they're trying to like dominate you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're coming in for it, and they're like, this motherfucker is like,
he's gonna give me a good price, even though we decided it over the phone.
Exactly.
Yeah, you like it's especially the good old boys, like the good old Southern boys. They pull up in a Chevy, they hop out, then I instantly know you're gonna shake my hand really fucking hard.
Yeah. Like it's like you come up bracing for it. You're just like,
oh god,
like the flesh. You're like, all right, yeah. And I agree. Like a good handshake,
a firm handshake.
A good handshake is a firm handshake. Don't try to break my shit, dude.
Yeah. Like I don't have bitch hands, but I come in for a firm handshake.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to break your fucking hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm flipping something super expensive and I shake someone's hand, and they like, I have very average hand, you know. And if they fucking engulf my fucking hand, I'm like, oh, should have brought my gun.
Well, the thing about those, like, good, I call them good old Southern boys, all right? Because they're almost the same, and there's like a couple factors that each of these country boys down in the South have, but the good old ones have all of them. Okay, so they shake your hand really fucking hard, right?
Yeah.
They're going to hop out of an American-made truck.
Absolutely.
And you're going to tell that it's been taken care of. Yeah. Whether it's from the 90s or it's from now. It's been taken care of, and there's already been some modifications. Like, they bought it, they took it home, and they put a lift kit on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like, 11 kit is exhaust on it already.
So that's number one. Yeah. Like, their truck's going to look great.
Yeah.
Number two is they're going to have those stupid fucking lanyards on the back of their sunglasses. So, like, when you're fishing, if your sunglasses fall off, they don't fall in the water, they get caught in your neck.
Yeah.
But they're like, hey, I'm going to the outlet mall. Let's grab the sunglasses with the lanyard.
Just in case my glasses fall in the fountain.
Yeah. So they're always going to be wearing those lanyard sunglass things. And the last thing is they're going to have, no matter how hot it is, they're going to have jeans or some type of pants on. Maybe like Columbia fishing pants or something. And they're going to have one of the many Southern-only brand shirts. Yeah. Like Old Row, Aftco, something like that where it's baggy. Yeah, so it's like it's baggy so it can breathe because it's really humid. And something where they're like, I'm an outdoorsman. I'm from the South. You probably couldn't notice from my lanyard, but I like to do stuff outside.
Absolutely. You know, I interact with so many people like that. And, you know, with me buying and selling and flipping constantly, dude, like, my Facebook Messenger is always full. You know what I mean? Just different type of messages, stuff like that. So it's constantly full of me, like, hey, you know, when can I check this out type of thing? Or so recently, and this happens all the time, and it happened back to back. So I went to go buy a little table and a couple of chairs to go in my bay window, so I can just sit there, you know, just and enjoy my backyard and stuff like that, and just enjoy the area. And you know, it's cheap, it's like $40. And I was like, worst case, I can flip it. You know what I mean? I was like, it's a good price, so I was like, whatever. So I'm talking to this lady. She's clearly older, you know, like that, and it seems like she just figured out Facebook Messenger for the first time. This lady texts me or messaged me constantly, and about just nothing about the chairs. Like, hey, I'd like to come check out, you know, the table set and stuff like that. You don't work in this day, but I should be able to check out this day. That should be all it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, no, worry about it. I'll hold it for you. And I was like, okay. I mean, you don't have to. Like, I understand, you know, first come, first serve type of thing. Like, that's how I am. She's like, no, I'll hold it for you. And I was like, all right. But now I'm like, I have to buy this. You know what I mean? Like, I have to buy it now. So, but constant. I was like, hey, she's like, you know, when do you think, you know, you'll get off work, stuff like that, and come over? And I was like, yeah. So today was late, maybe the next day, or, you know. So it was kind of on me too. Like, I was like, okay, well, it's gonna take a little while to get there, but she's like, no, don't worry about it. I'll keep holding on. She's like, so yeah. She's like, so what are you doing? Like, you know, just start.
I need a friend.
Yeah.
I'm lonely.
So, and I've ran into this before. She was just an older lady, just wants to talk to somebody.
Alone, bored.
Bored, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know, entertained her or whatever. She was cool. Her husband was ex-military and stuff like that. He was actually a fucking badass. Yeah. He actually controlled the prison where El Chapo's nephew was held.
God damn.
Yeah, dude. So, big deal. But, you know, I was there for 10 minutes and I found out their whole life story.
Oh, that's how it always goes with old people.
Yeah. And I like old people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew exactly.
Genuine.
Yeah, I knew exactly how I was when I got there. I was like, she's just looking for someone to talk to. That's all it is.
You probably could have made money just hanging out with her.
Right?
I'll tell you the funniest story I ever had selling stuff, and I don't sell stuff a lot, was I got into motorcycles for a bit. And long story short, I've had a broken motorcycle for like 3 goddamn years. And I decided to transition to this and some other stuff. I'm selling all my motorcycle equipment that I never got to use. And I have I don't know if people notice, I'm kind of into wrestling. And I kind of wrestling helmet had like luchadors on it.
I'm not gonna lie, that was the coolest fucking helmet ever.
It was. I kind of wanted to keep it just for like,
just because
it's cool.
It was that fucking cool.
Yeah, and I kind of need the money, you know, for other stuff. And this guy, I should have known too. Like the type of dude. This guy hits me up. He's like, I want this fucking helmet. Can you meet me in 30 minutes? And I'm like, yeah, like, dude, I don't have a lot of people wanting this helmet.
Yeah.
And anyway, I meet this guy, and it's exactly what you would expect. This dude he pulls up, flip flops, wife beater, basketball shorts,
the cheap ones, starters.
Yeah. Some tattoos that don't look like they're from a quality shop. They're kind of faded. And he's like, "Hey, what's going on, my dude?" You know, like, kind of a Kyle. He probably drinks Four Locos. And he goes, I'm like, "Here's the helmet, man." He goes, "All right, here's the money." And like, you know when you give someone money, you like fold it.
Yeah.
Like, "Yeah, here you go." He was like, "Here's the money, dog." And I'm like, uncrumbling 20s. Like, did he give me enough?
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yo, this shit is sick, dude." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he like put it on there, and I tried it on. I was like, "Hey, I got the clear." Like, I had the tinted visor and all. Like, here's that stuff. And he like was like, "Oh shit!" And I grabbed that. Yeah, I uncrinkled my money. I'm like, "All right, man, see you later." And then like, by the way, he was like, "Yo, why are you selling this, man?" I was like, "It's really cool, but I'm not into motorcycles anymore." He's like, "What are you into? Like, you must know something about me."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I'm kind of in like playing video games like Warzone." He's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "The fuck do you not know what Warzone is?"
Yeah.
That's a plug for later. And yeah, so he's like, "Thanks, dude." He drives off, and then all of a sudden, I see his head sticking out the window.
Yeah.
He's driving his car with the helmet on, sticking his fist out, like, "Peace out, bro." Like he's driving his, I don't even know, like a Pathfinder or something like that. I'm like, that is exactly who I thought I was going to sell it to.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's not the like yeah, that's not even the just the old lady. Like I sold a graphics card recently, and this dude cannot figure out how to get to work. So like I'm playing IT. Is it rough?
God damn it, dude! I have this sudden urge to want to listen to the Insane Clown Posse.
Four Locos is the Fago of alcohol.
Yeah,
like it's just like it's the night.
I just want to paint my face right now. Like, "Hey, what's going on?" You know, like what juggalos? I want to be a juggalo also.
But this dude could not figure out how to get his graphics card to work and all that, and I was just like, all right. Like I know how to go in. Like, you know, like I was like, "Oh, did you do this? Did you do this? Run this, run that?" And I was like, "Do you put these drivers in, stuff like that?"
Did you turn it off and on?
Yeah. And I was like, I talked to the dude for 3-4 days straight.
Dear God.
Yeah. So it was a. But he eventually got it working. Because, you know, when I sell things and stuff like that, like, I'm very...
Put your name on it.
Exactly, yeah. I stand by the things I sell.
You're not a scumbag. You can sell a piece of crap.
Absolutely. Like, I'm honest when I sell things, and I'm very overly honest in some aspects. But I'm just like, if you buy something from me, it's not going to be like... I'm not going to scam you. I'm like, "Hey, this is fucked up, or like, you know, just...
It's an honor thing, right?
Absolutely. Like, I don't want to lose my reputation.
And like I said, I don't sell stuff a lot. That happened to me too. The guy was accusing me of selling him shitty equipment. Like, I sold him a car. Like, we traded cards basically, and he was like,
I remember this.
Yeah, and he was like, "Hey man, we'll start." And I was like, "I don't know what to tell you, man, because I spent 4 months getting this thing like in tip top shape."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm looking at this," and I'm like, "I'll do the best to help you, bro. Like, I'm sorry." And then he was like, he texted me, "Look, bro, it is what it is. Just tell me what's wrong with it." And I was like, "Excuse the fuck out of me?"
Yeah.
And then come to find out, he takes it to a shop, need a new spark plugs. You know, and he's like accusing me of like I tampered. I'm like, "You didn't know that you're not getting spark gearing?" You know, it's just kind of funny. Like, dude, don't fucking accuse me.
Don't come at me like that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, on more to the show topics. So the NFL season and college football season starts next week. And the NFL season starts the week after that.
So I can start counting all my Georgia, you know.
Yeah, all your Georgia fans.
Yeah, all your Georgia fans.
Go Dogs!
Yeah.
And with that coming up, obviously it's gonna be Clemson and Alabama in the national championship for like a 4th year in a row.
Yeah.
But the big thing is, so NFL draft happened, right? And there's a lot of good quarterbacks taken. And this might be one of the better draft classes.
It was a good year for quarterbacks.
Yeah, since like probably, I think it was the 04 draft class with Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, that group.
Yeah.
So, what I was kind of thinking about was, I think it'd be cool to predict how the top 5 quarterbacks in this draft class got drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe down the road, see how well I did.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, and I guess the big thing is all these. I'll make a caveat right now. All these people, these quarterbacks, are good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of like, how do I see them ranking at the end, like on Hall of Fame level to good? I think they're all going to be quality quarterbacks, maybe the exception of one.
Who is it?
Oh, you'll get there. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And so the 5 quarterbacks are. We'll just go by a list of how they were drafted. So the first one's Trevor Lawrence, University of Clemson. He's a Jacksonville Jaguar now. He's got long, luscious, beautiful hair and kind of a big nose. The second overall pick was Trey Lance out of the University of North Dakota State. And he was drafted by the 49ers, as you may know. Kind of a running style type quarterback. A lot of upside, a lot of potential, just not a lot of games. The third one taken was Zach Wilson to the New York Jets. He played at the University of Brigham Young University, excuse me. It's at a Mormon college, BYU. Now, he had one great season, had a lot of good upside.
Yeah.
And then the next quarterback taken was Justin Fields to the Chicago Bears. From the University of Ohio State.
He did good in the preseason.
Yeah, yeah, he's looking good. And then the final one was Mac Jones from University of Alabama, drafted by the New England Patriots. So those are the 5 people we're going to be drafting, talking about. And like some of this may not be hot takes. Like, there's a lot of people in the sports world talking about this. This is just kind of what I think. I think I got some differing opinions. I think 1 or 2 quarterbacks might even got disrespected by how they were drafted.
Yeah.
I want to wet my whistle real quick with a nice Four Loko though.
Yeah. I keep drinking it. I'm just like wrenching because like it's lemon for one, so it's like. Is this guy?
I'm not. I swear, people watching, I'm not acting. When I drink this shit, it makes me want to gag. This shit is not good.
Oh man.
So thank you, Jasmine, to recommending this. This was a quality pick. It'd be nice if someone recommends something that I might enjoy drinking.
Yeah, I think we had like recommendation for like Goldschlager and
yeah, it's like people want us to suffer.
Yeah,
drink Colt 45, drink a Cobra. But anyway, I'm gonna go with the obvious. So I think the best out of this class is gonna be Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Not a very hot take. A lot of people think that. A lot of people even think that he might be the next Peyton Manning. He has a lot of his type of qualities.
Yeah.
He only lost 2 games in college, and the 2 games he lost were in the college football playoff, like playing the best teams in the country. So I mean, that should say something. He's the most winningest quarterback.
Yeah.
In
Clemson
history. Yeah, Clemson.
I mean, he's surrounded by.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go to Clemson type of thing. Like everybody goes to Alabama.
Yeah, and that's a good factor. And like we can even say like about Alabama quarterbacks, they traditionally haven't done well. They've been surrounded with a lot of talent, right? My only thing is, the ACC isn't a slouch league. They play a lot of SEC teams. They've beaten some good teams, and he's put up good numbers against those good teams.
Yeah.
It is a safe pick. My only reservation to why maybe he might not do as well is he's Jaguar.
Yeah.
It's nothing against it. I guess it is something against the organization. I don't hate the organization. It's just they have a tradition.
They have potential, though.
Yeah, they have a tradition of kind of shitting away good teams. Like a couple of years ago, I think back in 2018, they had the best defense in the league. They're in the AFC Championship, lost to the Patriots.
Which isn't that bad, because at the time the Patriots were actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah, that was the year they beat the Falcons.
Yeah,
But the problem was they shit away the defense. They traded all the people away. Like they had something good. You had to prep yourself for the drink of the Four Loko. For the listeners, Tommy had to psych himself up to take a swig. Yeah. So there's that. Now the new owner, he's a mega billionaire. He's got way too much money. He bought a football team to have fun. I like it. He's rebuilding. I'm not huge on Urban Meyer either. If we're talking about his past, I don't want to bash on someone for their mental health, but I think it's funny how Florida starts getting there's rumblings about how Aaron Hernandez is a criminal. There's all these bad eggs, and he's like, I'm gonna leave now. My mental health. Like I don't want to.
I mean, you become a Gator. Like, what's the school fucking GPA to play football is like what, a 1.7 or something like that.
It's not high. It's like it's
Exactly.
Two, like
So if you're not smart, you go to fucking Florida, but you still play good football. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
And like I don't want to sit here and say he didn't have health problems. It was kind of coincidental. And then all of a sudden he wants to play. He go to Ohio State, wins a championship there, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna retire. And then again, this uber millionaire owns the Jaguars. Decides, hey, I'll throw a bunch of money and come down here. I'm not totally sold on him. And the big thing is like I know it's preseason, but his first game, he didn't seem excited. He didn't seem like he was into the game.
Trevor Lawrence.
No, Urban Meyer. And he didn't seem like most coaches, like especially since he's establishing himself, and it didn't look like composure. It just kind of seemed like, oh well, it's whatever, it's preseason,
Yeah.
So I think those might be those two things that might hurt him, but he has the biggest upside, and he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer, no doubt. My number 2 is Justin Fields, and it's not because I'm a Bears fan. It's really not.
No, he did exceptional in preseason. I agree with that.
And everyone says, hey, preseason's preseason. We have no clue what these guys are going to do. My big thing is I thought he got disrespected in the draft. Again, I know I'm biased, right? But I'm telling you, he should have went 2 overall. A lot of people don't know. If he didn't play football, he would have went to an Ivy League school.
Yeah.
All right. He could have went to Harvard, Yale, all day. He's extremely smart.
Richard Sherman level.
Yeah, he's extremely mature. Like when, for instance, Bears fans can be brutal. They were booing Andy Dalton in the preseason game because they were like, and he was dog shit. He was playing like dog shit. And they want to see Justin. And he actually, Justin addressed the fans in a press conference and was like, hey man, like, that's my teammate. I want to be out there playing, obviously, but like, you're not helping him by winning. Like, that was such a mature thing to say. I'm like, yeah man, I want to be out there. Like, put me out there. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
And he's very mature. I think a couple of upsides that outside of football that really help him is he's been under the microscope since he was like 16.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So him and Trevor Lawrence, they were kind of like in that same group together. Like everyone's like, these guys are gonna be NFL players when they're in high school.
Yeah.
He was also in a show called QB1. So it's on Netflix. You can watch it where they follow his senior year, him playing football. So he's got cameras on him and everything, right? He goes to Georgia. Didn't like the situation there. Moved up to Ohio State. Transferred. Barely knew the playbook, because he moved up there fairly quickly. Got the starting job and was winning games with Ohio State, knowing like half the playbook.
Yeah. The
guy's fucking smart.
There's a lot of dudes like that. Like,
yeah.
They just fucking excel at whatever sport it is. And I can imagine just being surrounded by cameras like that. Like it reminds me of like how LeBron took off, Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, all the dudes right out of high school.
Yeah.
Just being surrounded by all that media.
I could imagine like me at 17 having people like harass me and stuff.
Even all all the Ball brothers.
Yeah.
Same thing, surrounded, and then now Lonzo and
LaMelo.
LaMelo. They're all
Sounds like a candy bar.
Yeah.
Might open up a nice LaMelo crunch. Yeah, I could never imagine how I would act at that time. I would not be mature enough for that type of crap.
So what do you got for 3?
So 3, no disrespect, I got Mac Jones there actually. Yeah. The reason being is I know there's this stigma with Alabama quarterbacks. They don't work out. Even Tua struggled, and he's supposed to be the best Alabama quarterback Nick Saban's ever had.
Yep.
My thing with Mac Jones is I thought he should have got a little bit more love last year. I know Devontae Smith got the Heisman and all that. Mac Jones ran that offense. That's a pro-style offense, and they do what's called an RPO, run pass option.
Okay.
So what that means is the quarterback makes all the decisions by reading the defense. So he looks at the defense, and there's 2 plays. So he has to remember 2 plays. He has to look at the defense and decide whether they're going to run it or pass it. And he has those 2 plays that are picked, that are called to him in his helmet, and he has to go with that. And that offense fucking excelled with him running it.
Yeah. Right? So really it comes down to him when he's scanning it.
Yeah, so Devontae Smith was getting all the receiving yards and the touchdowns, right? That's where Mac Jones going, oh, holy shit, this Devontae's going to be wide open. He's reading it.
Yeah.
Right?
Where did he go? Devontae Smith?
DeMont Smith, he's a Philadelphia Eagle.
Okay.
Yeah, so they actually got a really fast wide receiver group. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
The other thing there is a lot of people, and a lot of his teammates have actually said they think he has a photographic memory. Like the dude's like borderline, like he's kind of awkward.
Yeah, we know someone like that, so it's
Yeah, so
it's
like
helped his career.
yeah, so like just imagine that someone that can just look at a playbook and know it.
Absolutely.
And other things, the Patriots have been saying he's been reading the defensive playbook. He knows their defensive playbook to prepare himself in practice. So he's even studying like his own defense to succeed.
Yeah.
And he knows a lot of their plays.
Yeah, dudes that photographic memory typically have some kind of like mental illness that's to it, like Asperger's or something like that.
Well, and a lot of people say he's right there. He's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
And so that's why they're like, I think he's got a photographic memory.
Which is fine. I mean, if you're high functioning, whatever, dude, you just step above. You know what I mean?
And he played behind Jalen Hurts, Tua, and then he was third string.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he won a national title. Waited his turn. I think a lot of people are sleeping on him. I get there's some, I guess, athletic things. So these days they want a quarterback that can run and pass. Yeah. He's like a Ben Roethlisberger or Peyton Manning. Like he's not gonna be a runner.
Feels like a goddamn giraffe taking off.
But I think he's gonna be a field general. Like he's gonna command an offense. And who not better? And this is the other factor because I struggle with him and another guy on who to put at 3 is Bill Belichick. Yeah. The fact that Bill Belichick is working with kind of a guy that people are sleeping on like Tom Brady. I'm saying he's going to be like Tom Brady. And that's why I'm liking the situation he's in. Yeah. Number 4, I got Trey Lance. Okay. I bounced between Trey Lance and Mac Jones for this. And Trey could easily be at 3 for me. It was really hard. I think Belichick was kind of the factor for me. And I have a huge respect for Kyle Shanahan. He's an offensive genius. Yeah. My big thing with Trey Lance, I guess the reservation is he's played like 12 games. Gotcha. And it was like almost 2 years ago because the FCS didn't play during COVID until later on. Yeah. And he decided to opt out because the draft was during the FCS time. So he hadn't played in a minute. He didn't play a lot of games. He relied a lot on his legs. Clearly, Kyle Shanahan saw enough in this guy to trade away draft picks and get up to 2 to get him. So there is upside there, and I'm not an NFL offensive genius. Yeah, I don't break down guys for a living. There's clearly something there. What I'm getting at though is like Mac Jones. He been in Alabama. That's not an easy program to grow up in. Win all that, right? Yeah. They beat the shit out of Ohio State too. like Tua. He won national. Tua and Jalen together won a national title. Mac Jones beat the shit out of Ohio State. Oh, shit. And Trey Lance, he just, FCS, not a lot of experience. I honestly think he should sit behind Jimmy G for 1 season. Oh, yeah. I think he would learn a lot, and he kind of get back into his stride and all that. He made a lot, last preseason game, last week, he made a lot of great reads and everything. He looks good, but there's also some dumb mistakes, some dumb rookie mistakes he's making, which is kind of come from everybody. I just think he would benefit more from just learning that Shanahan offense, which is another RPO. It's hard to learn, and that's the main thing. I think he has a couple more hurdles. Yeah, I think he'll be great. Like, I think he could potentially be up there in that great quarterback area. Like I consider like Lawrence, Justin Fields, highest potential for Hall of Fame. Yeah. Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence, kind of that Phillip Rivers range like. Starter 18 years, fucking solid. Yeah. Maybe a Hall of Famer. And then my 5 is Zach Wilson. Yeah. And I think, I said I felt like that Justin Fields got disrespected. And I think the biggest disrespect is Zach Wilson, right? Yeah. He had a couple good games. He's playing in like Mountain West or some shit, BYU. And he's beaten down on some teams that aren't that formidable. Yeah. I get it. And he had a great season. He was throwing bombs. He's played 1 season.
Where'd he go?
He went to the Jets.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And so we're getting there. So I talk about Trey Lance having a lot of experience. Zach Wilson has the same amount of experience as him, but I think less of the intangibles. And everyone's like, he's got a rock and all that. Maybe I'm fucking wrong. Yeah. And the other thing is he plays for the Jets.
Yeah. You got to count right there. I mean, they already started off like with 5 losses before they start the season.
Well, they won 1 game last year. They were supposed to be the first pick, and they fucked that up. They got Adam Gase out, and they have a completely new team. They got the 49ers defensive coordinator there. Yeah. Saleh.
Mhm.
He's a damn good coach.
Yeah, we have the #1 defense for
Yeah.
years now.
Great coach. I hope he has success there. I just more than anything is that Jets ownership.
Yeah.
I think they can find a way to fuck that up.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got a lot of upside, but I think it's a lot of raw talent too.
Yeah.
I think if Zach Wilson would have got drafted to a Patriots, to a Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers, somebody like that, he would maybe succeed a little bit better with the people you're putting around him. We'll see how Saleh does. I think he has the biggest floor more than anything. I think it's a lot more raw, and I think he kind of got on the hype train. I think they disrespected Fields. Fields definitely should have been too. But hey, thank you to the Jets and the Niners giving the Bears a chance to fucking draft him.
Exactly, yeah.
But hey, that's my top 5. Feel free to comment down if you did agree, disagree, what your top 5 is.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We'll see how they do.
Yeah. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how it goes. I'm sticking with that. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll eat crow. Maybe I won't.
So keeping on ranks.
Yeah.
We talked about last week about ranking our favorite Call of Duties.
Yep. Top 5.
Yeah. I think we're pretty set on #1. It's pretty unanimous.
But we'll get there.
Yeah. I think
Does he take? It's just like it tastes like peach and cough syrup and rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, but it's how we partied in 2012, dude.
It's
like,
how.
hey, do you want to go to the club, get fucked up on some Four Locos before we get them? Like, fuck yeah, bitch. All right. Speaking of ranking, what's your #5?
So my number 5 is Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
All right. Okay.
All right.
I had them higher.
So I know, and my rankings probably is going to be way off from a lot of people watching.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "What the fuck?" I'm a little bit different. I already said on the previous episodes, I'm not a huge FPS guy. I do play games for story.
Mm-hmm.
I play different types of games. Not saying I don't enjoy Call of Duty. I played a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple things that came with me with 5 was, or F5 for Black Ops was one. It was just multiplayer. It's Modern Warfare multiplayer.
Yeah.
Just with older guns.
Yep.
The story I loved.
Yeah.
That whole. If you haven't played it by now, I'm not gonna fucking spoiler alert you guys. The whole thing where Mason is making up all of like the whole story, and it's all him. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
No fucking way. That story plot twist was awesome. It was still fun multiplayer. I like the kill streaks, like the RCXD.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a RC car that had a bomb on it, blow people up. Really fun. They had a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Great game. I did put nostalgia factor in for me. And that's the big reason why I had it at 5. No, it's really no disrespect. It's just, I know it's a lot higher for a lot of people.
Yeah. 5 for me, I had Advanced Warfare.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Please go ahead. Not on my list at all.
Really?
No, not even close.
So I know like a lot of people. So I've played Apex since season 1.
Yeah.
So when they came out with Advanced Warfare, I thought it had that type of vibe, but on top of because you had your abilities and stuff like that and whatever you can use, and I think that was really what did it for me. So it got my top 5, but it wasn't that great. That's why, mostly because it reminded me of Apex.
Okay, I guess my whole problem with it was you kind of play Call of Duty for certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't big on like wall running.
I love that shit.
Well, I guess the reason is I'm playing Call of Duty for a somewhat realistic aspect, right?
Yeah.
If I didn't want that, I would play an Apex. I would play a Halo. I would play a sci-fi game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing Call of Duty so I can feel like I'm a badass action movie tier 1 operator.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that was kind of my reservation, but yeah, I can respect that. I know the type of game player you are.
Yeah. So what you got for 4?
So for 4, I struggle back and forth between my 3 and the 4. I'm gonna go with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, like the original Modern Warfare.
Okay.
I struggle maybe putting it higher and everything because it was a big deal for the game world, right?
Mm-hmm.
It changed video games.
Yeah.
It was one of the first games where I remember games you had to like say you died or something, you didn't have any like health packs, you're running around looking like you had to find health so you could heal yourself. This Call of Duty was more like you get shot, you wait or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's other factors to it. It was the first game that had a lot of modern guns that were realistic.
Yeah.
The sights, and then the multiplayer was. I think it changed video games forever. The multiplayer was fucking insane. Like we only had 3 kill streak, but I was like, holy shit, he got a fucking helicopter. He's awesome. The kill streaks were amazing. The realistic aspect, it was probably the most realistic game ever at that point.
Yeah.
And they changed multiplayer video games forever. I wanted to rank it higher. Again, nostalgia factor and some other things that stepped the game up. I had it at 4.
Yeah, so I'd actually Black Ops 2 at 4.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of self-explanatory. Black Ops and Black Ops 2 were both amazing games.
Yeah.
Black Ops 2 just did it better.
I've heard. I didn't really play Black Ops 2. I'll be honest. That's one, and I know like, oh, how can you rank it?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, that's my favorite COD ever.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard people say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on my list. Again, sorry if I'm blasphemous right now, and I've never played it. I'm aware. I've read up on it. I guess I couldn't really put it on there without saying I played it. Played most of them though. I promise people.
So what you got for 3?
Oh yeah, 4 Loco. So number 3, I have Call of Duty World at War. And actually, I struggled between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Like the 2, 3, 4, I like kept swapping them.
Yeah.
So World at War, I said in the last episode, I'm a huge history guy.
Yep.
World War II is insane, the amount of stories and everything. Like in real life that happened. That game, I actually was talking to my dad. He'd come home from work. He's like, you're still playing that fucking game. Like he remembers like story mode levels that I played. He's like, you're playing that shit again? And I loved the story mode. That, like, yeah, the Marine Raider missions were cool. That Russian arc with like Reznov and all that.
Yeah.
They kind of took some stuff from the movie Enemy at the Gates, which is about a real Russian sniper. They took some stuff out of that movie, and it was really fun to kind of play in Stalingrad and snipe guys. And the story mode's big for me.
Yeah.
That I think it might have been the best story mode that they put out.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. So, but for 3 for me was 4 Modern Warfare.
Okay.
So 3 for me is Modern Warfare. Mostly based off my number 1 pick because it was pretty much
the predecessor. Let's be real. We all know it's gonna be 1.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Just being able to play those old maps on new graphics was what it did for me.
Yeah. It changed video games.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was. Yeah. Remember Halo 3 was big.
Yeah.
My friend's like, you gotta get Call of Duty 4. I'm like, no, I'm alright, dude. Halo's pretty fun. He's like, no, you need to get Call of Duty 4. And I was like, you were right. Like I put it off for a while.
Alright, so 2. Last 2.
Yeah, number 2. I guess I'm putting them together, but it's mainly for one. I'm gonna do Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the more recent one that came out with Warzone.
Yeah.
I struggle with this one, I didn't know where to put it because sometimes I had it 4, sometimes I had it 2. I ended up having to go with the gravity of like how the games were, right?
Yeah.
So the mission, like the start mode, was actually great, and then multiplayer is same multiplayer. At this point in my life, I'm like, I care less.
Yeah.
But Warzone was such a game changer, right? We've had battle royales and everything, and maybe COVID was a catalyst to make this game more than it was.
Yeah.
But the fact that people are locked down and that's all you were playing, and you're having a lot of good time with your friends. And for those of you that don't know what a battle royale is, imagine you're playing a video game against 150 people, and if you win, it means you outlasted 149 other people.
Yeah.
Like, it's a feat if you actually win a game.
Yeah, I think you're right, dude. I think Warzone 2 for me as well. But Warzone it brought everybody together.
Yeah.
It was hard because quads is like the biggest you can go. You have 4 people in the game, and it was hard, dude. Like during the actual lockdown, it was like, man, what 4 do we run today? Because you got 20 motherfuckers online.
Yeah, all your friends are playing games at work.
Yeah, so we're just like, but it was what you did. You have to put the kids to bed. it was what you did to decompress after all this shit that was going on with
Yeah.
COVID and stuff like that, and should have still continued going on with COVID. But it was. It reminds me of what the number one for me was.
Yeah.
At in our time, it just reminded me of like what a game can do to bring all your friends together essentially.
And just to revert back, because I think it is a big deal, is because like right now I'm pissed about how Warzone's been, right?
I feel the same. I played it yesterday and I'm not a fan.
And for those that don't know, is Warzone. We're talking about how great it was. It kind of brought all of us together. It's kind of been neglected. There's a lot of cheaters and stuff like that. You can get software to be better at the game, and like it just there's so many cheaters in it. It's not fun.
Not fun anymore at all.
And it's sad because it was so high for a year, and now everyone's like, "Fuck this game." But it brought back my passion for video games a little bit because I really wasn't a big video gamer. If I did, I would hop on. I would play Skyrim, Fallout, or I'd play some shit like I was playing like Fable 2 from like 2009.
Exactly. Like it wasn't something for me that was like I was like I don't really like Warzone. I'd rather just play like Modern Warfare. I'd rather just play the multiplayer rather than playing Warzone. Because it had that nostalgia of what my number one is. But I'm just like, I think you're right. I think it ranks pretty well on number two, and it's just based off of what it did during during the fucking depressing times.
And a lot of people, that'll be in their memories forever. And they're old. What'd you do during COVID? I got drunk and played Warzone for 3 months.
Yeah.
Number one, it's obvious.
Yeah.
It's both on our list. It's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hands down the best one. And like I kind of talked about, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, it changed video games forever.
Yeah.
Now imagine changing video games forever and then having a chance to make it better. That's what Modern Warfare 2 was.
Yeah.
It was the same game, but they're like, okay, now we know the deficiencies. Let's make it even more awesome.
Yeah, running around the map and quickscoping dudes with intervention was just the fucking best thing ever. Throwing knives from across the map, noob tubing people, dude. This is where all these terms came from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's this game.
And then like just other shit, like when you wanted to settle a score with somebody, Russ 1v1. Quick soap only interventions.
Yeah,
meet me there, bitch.
and that was it. And you got those 1v1s from the fucking lobby.
Yep.
Dudes talking shit, dude. Dudes talking shit in the chat.
You know what, you little son of a bitch.
Yeah. At the time, we were the little sons of bitches when that shit came out, and we were talking shit. I remember, dude. There was just people who were just fucking godly on this game. Like, we all have a friend who was amazing at it. For me, it's my buddy Jared. Fucking incredible, dude. And then just, then everybody had a role. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's like, I would say that game, it did a lot more as in, it kind of made games a little more mainstream. You started seeing FaZe pop up more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. FaZe is a famous video game group for non-video game players. These guys make a shitload of money just playing video games. But it's ridiculous how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing too is I have to thank Modern Warfare 2 is it gave me thick skin.
Yeah.
Those Modern Warfare 2 lobbies were fucking ruthless.
Yeah.
Just imagine being a 12-year-old kid and some dude's like, fuck you, motherfucker. He's like, just because you got into the lobby with them and you had a mic, they're like, I'm going to let you know how much of a whore your mom is. Like,
yeah. It was brutal, dude. Oh man, some of the biggest disrespectful comments I've ever heard in my life were in those chats, dude. And they were just constantly and it was because typically it'd be when you were queuing up for the next match.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, you fucking suck, and this is why. And these people were fucking detail oriented on why you sucked, when you sucked, and how you sucked. And it was just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
It was like, because I remember growing up, like when I was a kid, like I went to a basketball game, right? And I'm watching Allen Iverson play, and my dad's friend's like, Iverson, you suck. And everyone's like, oh my goodness. And then these lobbies were like, you suck. These are the reasons. Fuck you, die.
Yeah.
It was fucking bad, dude. And the other thing is, like, everyone talks about soft society and stuff is that today, like, if you play a multiplayer match and you talk like that, people can can report you. The game will actually listen to what you said, and you can potentially not ever play again.
Yeah.
These games, there was nothing. Like, you report someone on Xbox, like, I don't give a shit. Like, you could do whatever the hell you wanted.
You don't like it, go play something else.
Yeah. Now it's like, oh, all right, you little baby. Okay, you can't play anymore. You call a 12-year-old a pussy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, it was something to behold. And like you said, like Warzone, that COVID and Warzone made me feel like I did when I was 12
Yeah.
and I was playing MW2.
It was absolutely, man. It was, the nostalgia just was unreal in that game, dude. It was so much fun. It is such what it is now. You know, and it's just, you know, it just shows how bad it is with everybody switching to Apex.
Yeah.
And it's just.
And like we talked about a little bit last episode, like Vanguard. I've been reading a lot of kind of stuff. A lot of people are pissed that we're doing another World War II game. I love history, and even I'm kind of like, okay, guys, do something else.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know we'll see. They're getting a new Warzone map, but I'm telling you right now, it will not do as good as the original Warzone.
Yeah.
If you don't take care of the fucking hackers.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but I played it the other day. I played yesterday with my brother, and it was just, I'm out of here, dude. I went and played Apex, and I was actually watching Nick Park's video, and actually Apex is coming out with a new map.
Yeah.
Jungle themed, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, nice.
Another thing I saw too was so the top 10 players, I can't name them right now, but it's Timmy is one of them.
Okay.
And I like it because it reminds me of South Park.
It's Timmy.
Yeah. And but he did a stream, and he streamed for 54 hours straight.
What?
Straight. Yeah. And so, like, you know, you and I know what the ranked leagues are, but there's different tiers and different ranks you can go through when you're playing Apex. So there's bronze, gold, silver, platinum, diamond, and then masters. I might have the diamond and platinum mixed, but either way, I think it's diamond and masters.
Really fucking high.
Yeah. The big streamers right now are all in the Masters League, but above that, a tier above that, is an Apex Predator. Only 750 people can be Apex Predators at a time. So, like, you know, once you get 750, you're an Apex Predator. So you knock off the dude that was prior to 750. You know what I mean?
No, okay.
So if you go up, like, you have to maintain to be an Apex Predator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, anyways, Timmy, he went from bronze 4, the lowest you can go, to Apex Predator in 54 hours. This dude is fucking cracked. It is ridiculous, dude.
Well, I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that like this is probably the biggest multiplayer game now.
Yes, absolutely.
There's millions of people playing this, so he moved up to like the top 700, right?
Yes.
Or the fact that he stayed up for 2.5 days straight.
Yeah.
You know, like I've stayed up for 72 hours before.
Yeah.
You start hallucinating and stuff. It's not a good fucking time, and I couldn't imagine looking at a screen for 2.5 fucking days.
Yeah, he looked at it for he streamed for 2.5 days straight. Got to Apex Predator. I think he slept for like a month. You know, but
well, the other thing is that this might sound weird. I kind of wish I knew what that room smelled like
yeah.
after 2.5 days of playing video games. I'm sure that was
The
some
amount
gnarly
of just like
SPO.
stress and just, you know, because you're sweating, you know, sweating for a reason. They call it
Yeah.
sweating in lobbies for a reason. But like for example, like all the big streamers, Closey, Nick Marks, all them dudes are still just stuck in Masters. Like they haven't broke that 750 range to get into Apex Predator yet. You know, so
Yeah.
this shows that, like, you know, they've been doing this for weeks now. He did it in 2.5 days. This dude's fucking crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just ridiculous to think of what this guy is capable of. Like, it's just dudes that just have this natural abilities at FPS games, and they get on, and then they're just amazing at anything it is.
Well, and I think that's the beauty of video games too. Is like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, video games are for nerds, and what I try to explain to other people is there's a lot of normal ass dudes, like guys that work at steel mills and shit. That's what you do to decompress, right?
Yeah,
it's
it's
easy.
a little escapism.
Yeah, a little escapism. And the other thing too is like other video games, like for instance Minecraft. There's a group of people that spent 8 years of their life recreating the whole Lord of the Rings movies setup, like the cities and the landscape and stuff. And that's like, again, that's a different type of mindset. You know, you have to be in to want to recreate the city of Gondor.
Yeah, some of these I've seen a few Minecraft worlds that are just outlandish. It's pretty cool to see them. You know, it's commitment. It is. So, finish this off. I want to hear what you think. Where are you going to stand this year in the fantasy football league?
I mean, I think that's a pretty easy one. Let me wet my whistle real quick.
With some more Four Locos.
You know, Four Loco, I know I'm talking a lot of shit, but you know, it might become my favorite drink if we were to get a sponsorship on here. You know.
Yeah. Well,
it would go a little bit from, oh my god, to more like, wow, the peach really pops.
I will say though, like as you get more drunk, it doesn't that
It
bad.
tastes better.
Yeah.
And you know what? To accelerate that, I'm got some Old Smoky moonshine here.
Oh.
And you're welcome to take a little drag if you like. A little shot of Old Smoky.
Yeah, give me a shot, dude.
You don't have to pour it, just drink it.
Yeah, we've already kissed anyways. So it's not...
Yeah. But I think it's obvious. I'm going to be first place. I'm the 2-time champ. Like Dr. Disrespect.
Okay, doctor.
You know, I'm the 2-time champ. Back to back. Nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll be able to tell you a little bit more when we draft, but I think it's obvious that I'm at least going to be top 4.
Okay.
Like,
listeners, where's Cole's going to be? Comment. So, I think I'm not going to do this great this season.
You never do.
Fuck you, dude. I got to the championship 1 year.
3 years ago.
Exactly. Those times I got there matter.
That's what matters, right? Get second place, first loser.
It doesn't matter, dude. That's silver.
Dude, I don't think you understand. Like, you know why I think I'm gonna be so high? I'm the general manager, right? I pick the players for Macho Man. Okay, like I don't know if you saw that dude is a fucking psychopath, and he's back from the dead. You know the type of pressure I'm under, so that guy doesn't rip my fucking face off.
The amount of cocaine he's under alone.
I would rather hang out with a Florida man on bath salts.
Oh shit.
Than be last place with Macho Man Randy Savage as my head coach.
Oh, dude, we need to come up with a punishment for last place.
We do. Or we could have the viewers do so.
Last place in our fantasy football league. You guys tell us what happens to them. We have 12 players, right?
10.
Okay, we have 10 players. Whoever gets 10th place last, what happens to them? Be brutal, be creative. I don't give a shit. We'll kill them. I don't care. Seriously. Let us know what you guys think. What last place in our fantasy football league, what should happen to them? So
I got
first,
some good ideas.
yeah, I don't think I'm going to be last.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to do well this season. I haven't been really on the players who have been like, usually I do a lot of extensive research. I've been busy as fuck. But I think I'm going to be mid-tier. I might get lucky. I think I'll make the playoffs. That's about it.
Yeah. Like wild card.
Yeah, wild card probably.
Okay, I mean at least they made the playoffs, even though like 60% of the teams make it. I'll be honest, dude. I didn't make the playoffs 2 years ago, and it pissed me off. 2-time champ.
Yeah.
And I made it to the conference championships right outside, and I lost by like 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like losing. It's like losing by like missing a field goal or the team getting a field goal or something. Like, you know how much that fucking stings?
Mm.
I'm coming after you motherfuckers with a vengeance this year.
It stings like gonorrhea.
Yeah, like it hurt. Like it hurts when I pee.
Yeah.
But it also feels like someone's kicking me in the balls at the same time. That's how it feels. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have a reputation to uphold, and I will fucking be there. And I also know that because I have this feeling that like Randy and a couple of our other coaches who are equally as scary. Randy's just kind of like the leader of the pack.
Yeah.
You know, breathing down my neck. I will not hear the end of it. You drafted this guy. I can't even do the voice. I can't even imitate the guy that well. You know. I just. Yeah. Hey, you really drafted this guy, and then like all of a sudden you're gonna see me in the fucking obituaries.
A lot of people were a fan favorite of Randy when he came on, dude.
I mean, so I'll just let everybody know. You know how fucking hard that was to get him on here, because it's like, as you saw, he's not good at control. Okay, like, so I'm gonna try and have him on. You shake it off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and have him on as much as possible, but like at the same time though, we have to pick and choose when he comes on, and like knowing him, he's probably gonna show up, and I'm not gonna fucking know it. He's gonna ruin the show or something.
He's gonna get cocaine on my toilet.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we should definitely wipe your toilet seat.
Yeah. For. All right. So, figure out where we're at. I'm mid tier. You're calling championship.
Yep.
Excited to see it. It's not gonna happen. But we also have some other news that's coming up, bro.
Yeah. So the big thing coming up here in September is staying on kind of the video game trend. We are going to attend the MFAM barbecue.
Yeah. For you guys don't know what MFAM is, it's Nick Merck's kind of team. Like he's FaZe, but his MFAM is like his own personal thing.
And like, I recommend if you're kind of like, I want to get into video games, or I want to know what's about, watch his YouTube channel. He's a bro. He's a very normal dude. Just happens to be really good at video games. He's very entertaining, but he's having a barbecue. Like, that's how big he is. He's renting out a professional baseball stadium for a barbecue, and all we have to do is RSVP to go. He doesn't pay. He's holding it for his fans. We're gonna go. We got a couple surprises. We're gonna vlog while we do it, and hopefully I get Nick's attention because I got a few ideas.
Yeah, so just like Cole was saying, we're gonna dress up. We're gonna start. What we're gonna do with the YouTube channel. We want to expand more than just putting the podcast on there. We do things all the time, like together. We do things like different type of things. So we want to put some video, some vlogs on there, some stuff that we do, just like going to the MFAM thing, and some future ventures we have with a different YouTube channel. We're gonna be expanding with a different YouTube channel. Our buddy Ron, his ventures that he's going through. This dude's ambitious, man. He's a big deal.
We don't want to give away all the like ideas just now because we're working out the kinks. Yeah. Sorry, I just had a hankering. Like after this, we gotta get some Newports.
Yeah.
Anyway, though he's so we're going to partner with his name's Ron, and he has a YouTube channel called Slow Movement, and it's a very car centered YouTube channel. He's a very, like you said, very ambitious guy, very smart guy, really down to earth guy. Like that's the other thing. I don't want to work with people that I think are hard. He's a real cool guy. He's got a lot of good videos up. Does a good job at like teaching you things. And we had a lunch with him, and we think we got some good ideas to entertain you guys and his viewers as well. So look for that. We're gonna try and get him in here in a couple weeks, and kind of talk about it, and hopefully be able to announce some of the stuff we're gonna be doing with him.
Yeah, and then the last thing we have, here in the next couple weeks, we're going to be ordering a whole bunch of Brodega podcast stickers. You can see it right above us right here. We're going to do a circle sticker. It's probably 2 inch by 2 inch, and we have quite a few, but we're going to be selling those. $4 each. We haven't really worked on the price. $3 to $4 each, and pretty much all the proceeds from that is going to go to a better camera for the actual podcast.
Yeah, the proceeds are going back into the show.
Yeah.
Give everybody a better experience.
Yeah, exactly. So right now we're using my GoPro, and it's doing okay, but for actual vlogging and stuff like that, we're gonna need a little bit better.
Yeah.
We want to give you guys a better picture and the best result for our channel.
So this is gonna be our main thing, is the show.
Yeah.
We're gonna venture out. We're gonna do videos too, like just some stuff that we want to do and entertain better. And so yeah, it's not just for our video feed. It is for you to go on YouTube or watch some funny ass shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna be putting out soon. And so yeah, that if you want to support us, have a little sticker. And I will say, if you find a creative way to stick the sticker on somebody, or somebody out there, somebody, something, whatever it is, tag us, and you might end up on the Instagram page.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But with that, that's all the announcements we have. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, follow us on all of our any platform that has a podcast on it. We're on Apple, Google, Spotify, Anchor. We're on everything.
Yeah, any major podcast platform. YouTube. We just started a TikTok. I swallowed my pride, started a TikTok, so follow us on TikTok. It's the Brodega Podcast.
Yep.
That's our handle for everything.
Yep, and you'll see some of the funniest clips that we have on there.
Yeah, and the other thing too is the best way to spread a word about us is word of mouth. Hey man, I really enjoy this. I think you'd like it. So if you see somebody and you think they'd enjoy it, let them know. And just want to close the show out again by thanking everybody with the support. It was amazing that we put out that we needed a few more followers, and we got double what we needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you guys are just simply amazing, and just the amount of support and just the amount of just likes and comments and shares. It's just really cool to start something like this, and then just having like at this point right now, I think we're still like our family friends type of dynamic,
Yeah.
and just the amount of support that we have from our families and friends. That's it's truly the best feeling I think I've ever had.
It is. I since I was in high school, I kind of wanted to always be an entertainer in some way, and just one person saying, "Man, you made me laugh. I almost ran off the road." Like someone said that.
Yeah.
That made my day.
Absolutely.
Just entertaining, even if it's a small core group, that's enough for me.
Absolutely.
It would be great to expand it and make it even bigger and go on this journey with everybody. And I just really want to show love to our day ones, as the rappers would say.
Yeah.
And I know we keep doing it. We're groveling, but I can't emphasize to you how much.
I just feel like as many thank yous as we can give is just not enough. So thank you guys, love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching the show made by bros for bros. We'll see you next week.
All right, peace out, guys.